So let me ask you, bro. Right? Let me ask you. Right? So there's 12. These guys basically said that they didn't have an answer to my argument.
Yeah. No, they didn't.
They didn't. On camera, you can see the video for yourself.
For 45 minutes.
Yeah, for 45 minutes, clueless, completely dumbfounded by my argument. So here's my argument. There are 12 indisputable events.
Make it short.
Yes, very clearly. There are 12 indisputable events connected to the life and death and resurrection of Jesus Christ and the birth of the church, right? The Quranic narrative can account for 3 of those events, but it can't account for the others.
Okay.
Now, those events are indisputable. So, what hypothesis using the Quranic narrative can you give to explain the fact, for instance, I'll give you 3 examples. One, that the very first message of the church was that Christ had risen from the dead. That was its primary message. 2, that Christians went to venerate Sunday as a holy day. And 3, that Paul, who was a persecutor of the church, went on to become a Christian. Now, we explain those 3 facts by talking about the resurrection. Using the Quranic narrative, how do you explain those 3 facts?
Using the Quranic narrative.
Using the Quranic narrative, how do you explain those 3 facts?
He said Jesus rose from the dead, yeah? Okay, that's what you claim.
Yes, that's what we believe.
If someone come and took the body, took it out from the grave, how do you know if it's go to heaven or not?
Okay, so
how do you have proof?
Yeah, so let me.
Do you have a proof?
Let me reply. I listened to your question. Now let me reply to it.
Yeah.
Right. So the argument that you've given is exactly the alternative argument that emerged in the first century, that Jesus' body was stolen.
Okay.
Right.
So there is a story.
Let me finish. But let me finish.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that admits that the tomb was empty. It admits that there was a tomb and it admits that it was empty.
Okay.
So 2 first century positions on what happened to the body of Jesus is 1, that he rose from the dead. 2, that his body was stolen, but they admit that he did die and he was buried.
I admit, he died and he's buried.
Now, if the Quranic
doesn't believe it this way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So the Quranic narrative doesn't have an explanation to that fact then, does it?
Because God can make a miracle.
If
someone similar like Jesus, he look like him, they mistaken, they thought this is Jesus, they put him in the cross, they killed him.
Right, okay.
They killed this man, he was not Jesus.
Right.
Did not say that.
Man, he looks like, it's not him.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's not him.
That was the crucifix.
It's not him.
You see, the Muslims disagree about what the Quran is saying.
This guy, the first time in my life I heard someone,
you need to become
someone
Christian.
have this. Yeah, you can go.
You need to become a Christian,
no
bro. You're not a Muslim anymore.
No, but this is the first Muslim in my life, entire life,
There is
heard this story.
Muslim, believe
No,
me.
I never heard.
I'm gonna show you.
You show me later. This is the first time I heard this story.
Right.
Muslim point of view. This is the first time.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question. Let's assume, for the sake of the argument, that the Quran is right.
Okay.
For the sake of this argument, let's assume the Quran is right.
He's right.
Right? So
He's right.
Christ wasn't crucified.
100%. Yes.
Someone else was crucified in his place and put into a tomb.
Yes.
Right?
Put in tomb, I don't know.
So answer this question.
This I don't know.
Answer this question.
Put in tomb or not?
Let me answer
I'm
this
not
question.
gonna lie to you.
Okay, fine. Answer this question.
Yes.
Answer this question. What did the first Christians see when they claimed that they saw risen Jesus? If the Quran is true, then that means there was no resurrection. So what did the first Christians believe? Yeah, there shouldn't be. But here's the problem for you. Here's the problem for your Quran.
Someone has claimed to see resurrection.
Not just one person, not just one person,
to the sky.
multiple people. Multiple people. Yes. And even your favorite Muslim, even your favorite scholar, Dr. Bart Ehrman, acknowledges that Mary Magdalene, Peter, Paul, James saw the risen Jesus, or saw something that convinced them that they had seen the risen Jesus.
Something.
That's what, yes,
something.
exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Listen, if there is,
yes, he's not a Christian.
In a religion,
He's not a Christian.
Listen, in a religion.
Yeah.
If there is doubt, 0.1%, the argument is false.
So Islam is false then?
No. What you say
So Islam is false, I agree.
No.
I agree.
No.
Let us apply this principle to Islam.
Don't put it in Islam. You said it's possible they saw something.
That's what Bart Ehrman says.
if you say so Jesus, that's something else. That's a different argument. You said they saw something.
No, Dr. Bart Ehrman says that they saw something.
They saw something.
Why is Dr. Bart Ehrman important? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Because Dr. Bart Ehrman is a critic of Christianity. He is. This is what I'm saying to you is. This is. Wait, let me finish. This is the testimony of someone who doesn't believe in Christianity.
Islam doesn't present. Not one man, one guy, one person can present Islam. For Islam, with this person or somebody else or me or another one. Islam is Quran. We believe in.
And I'm giving yes, listen, which is false.
And you said false. That's your opinion. I don't care. This is your problem. It's your problem. Me, I believe I'm in peace.
The historical realities are your problem.
Let me speak. Yeah, I'm in peace. I'm in peace. I know Jesus.
We'll come to you. You'll run.
I know Jesus.
Yeah.
He has not been killed. No one has killed him.
That's not what history says.
He doesn't deserve to be killed that way.
Again, that's not what history says.
Even prophet, not God. I'm not talking to God because I believe he's a prophet.
Yeah.
I don't. He doesn't deserve to be killed that way.
So let us assume the Quran is true. Let us assume the Quran is true.
Yeah.
So the crucifixion never occurred. Someone else. Yes, someone else. Literally,
it could be human being. It could be something else.
Bro, I'm literally agreeing with you. I'm literally agreeing with you. They're literally agreeing with you. So, let's assume, for the sake of the argument, the Quran is true, that Christ was not crucified and that someone else was crucified in his place. Explain to me then why historically the very first Christians claimed that Jesus had risen from the dead.
Because they want to punish you.
What?
They want to punish you. They want to make you follow the wrong religion.
They were.
Yes.
For what reason?
Jewish people.
For what reason?
Jewish people want you to believe this.
The Jews deceive themselves.
Yes, deceive themselves because they
Why?
They want people.
Why?
Because they were waiting for the Messiah. And you, Jesus.
What?
Jesus.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Go on. So the Jews deceive. The Jews deceive themselves.
Not themselves.
No.
Not themselves.
The first Christians were all Jews.
Okay, look. Yes, they were Jews.
There you go.
But they want people to follow the wrong religion.
Why did they want to do
because
that?
they want more people to go to hellfire.
Based on
they helping the demon.
Right.
The Jewish people helping demon to get more people to hellfire.
So let me reply to that.
Muslim want more people to go to Jannah.
So let me reply to that.
Simple.
Let
like
me
Shia.
Let me reply to that.
The Shia same as Christians.
Yeah, let me reply to that.
Jewish people.
Let me reply to that.
You have to pray Ali. You have to pray this.
Let me reply to that.
They monitor it.
Let me reply to that. Let me reply to that. So your argument was that the Jewish people wanted to deceive people because they're in league with the devil and want to send people to hell. Right?
More people to
right?
hell.
No. You have had your chance. Now let me reply. You've had your chance. Let me reply. Let's just demonstrate how ridiculous this argument is. Firstly, the reason why this is ridiculous is what person who believes in God chooses to ally with the demons? What person who believes in God chooses to ally with the demons? Secondly, what person, remember, his argument is that they deceived people. But we know that martyrs make poor liars. I.e., if you know that you've made something up and you've lied about it, if someone came along and put a gun to your head and say, stop saying that or I'll shoot you, your options are to keep lying or just say, stop interrupting. Why are you interrupting? Why are you interrupting? Are you triggered? Are you upset that you're losing the argument? We'll just be patient. I'll come to you, and when I come to you, you will run away. So, the second reason, you're going to run, bro. You're going to run. Now notice, they're all afraid of the argument. And this is why I'm talking to you because of this. Because of the interruption. Because of the interruption. So, let me finish. Try learning some manners. I know your mother didn't teach you any, but try learning something. Your mother didn't teach you any manners, but my mother taught me manners, and I'm passing them on to you now. So there's an improvement of motherhood for you. Now, as I was saying, liars make poor martyrs. If you knew that you were lying and someone was going to kill you for your lie, You would abandon the lie. Would you die for something you knew you were lying about?
The lie comes after.
Would you
The
lie?
lie
Comes after
listen,
what?
After this massacre.
What massacre?
It's not Jesus.
So who lied to them?
The Jewish.
No, Allah, according to your Quran. Wait,
Jewish people, they lie after what happened, not before.
Who made them believe that it was Jesus crucified?
Who make them believe?
Yes.
Who was Jesus crucified?
Who made them believe that it was Jesus crucified?
The Jewish people.
No, Allah, according to your Quran,
He said no,
says
it was not
Allah.
him.
Yes, so who made them think it was Jesus? Allah.
Allah, he took someone else in
So
his place.
you have shown that your Allah is a liar.
I'm not a liar.
Yes, you've just demonstrated that. Because if there wasn't a crucifixion, there isn't a resurrection. Oh look, he's running away. Would you like to come into this conversation? Come into this conversation. Come into this. Come to this conversation. What's your argument?
Okay, listen, my main argument is that you put human perspective to God. You never do that. Because God is beyond understanding. You put a son of God by it. That's embarrassing as hell, man. Because the universe is beyond.
Right.
So you can put just put it like that. We don't put Muslims on human perspective.
Okay, can I reply? Now you've heard me listen to you.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I won't speak for 5 minutes. The argument is that they're historical realities that are not explained by what the Quran states. If the Quran is true, you see, once again, because that is not the conversation we're having. Who's diverting? I was having this conversation for over an hour before you even stood there. Exactly, walk away, just like I said you would. Just like I said you would walk away. So let me restate the argument. I have. Let me restate the argument. Let me restate the argument so you can join in. Let me restate the argument. So, you see, all you've got is mockery.
Jewish people that wanted to go to hellfire, and you following their footsteps, and you're going straight to hellfire.
Right, you're
Thank
saying
you
the
very
Jews
much.
wanted to go to hell.
No, they want more people to go to hellfire.
So it's all the Jews' fault.
Why did
It's all the Jews' fault.
Why?
You know what that's called? It's called anti-Semitism.
Okay, no, it's not true. Why Jewish people they refuse to believe in Jesus? Why?
Answer my question.
I'm anti-Semitic. Why
Answer my question.
Why Jewish people refuse to follow Jesus? Why?
My question is.
No, you tell me.
My question is.
Why Jewish people refuse to follow Jesus?
Right, because I'll answer that question.
Why?
I will answer that
Why?
question
Tell
because,
me.
and to demonstrate to you,
Tell me.
I'm going to. I'm going to answer your question to demonstrate what it looks like to actually answer a question, and then maybe you will answer my
I want
question.
you to answer the question.
So why did the Jews not believe that Jesus was the Messiah?
Thank you.
Because the Messiah that they wanted was not the one that they received. The Messiah that they wanted was a conquering Messiah.
Thank you.
A ruler
Thank you.
who would destroy the Romans.
That's why they want to
And what they got,
fake Messiah.
and what they got was a suffering Messiah.
They want to make a fake Messiah to foolish people like you now.
But why? Answer this
You
question.
understand or not?
Answer this
You
question.
understand? Because I have a purpose.
Answer this
you
question.
say anti-Semitism. I'm not anti-Semitism.
It is anti-Semitism.
No.
It's rooted in your anti-Semitism.
No.
It is rooted in your
Because
anti-Semitism.
they didn't believe in him.
Let's always blame
They
the
did-
Jews.
no, they did-
It's always the Jews'
Because
fault.
it's true.
And if it's not the Jews, it's the Shia. Let's blame the Shia.
Why?
Right?
Look,
No.
be realistic.
No, you be realistic. Look,
They didn't believe in Jesus.
this conversation is breaking down.
It's not breaking down.
So
Because
let's
I'm
have
getting
a
to the point now.
let's
I'm
have a
getting to the real point.
let's have a reciprocated
The real
conversation in which we
conversation.
listen to
Yeah,
one another,
yeah.
or otherwise I just go and debate this guy.
No, because you,
Right.
you have nowhere to
So
go. You
your
have nowhere
argument.
to go.
Let me finish.
You have
Let
nowhere
me
to go.
finish.
I
Let me
caught you. I
finish.
caught
No, you really haven't.
Yes, I did.
You can't. You so haven't got me. You're scared to let me speak.
Speak.
Right. So the reason why we know that your argument does not account for what happened is this. It doesn't account for it because the Jewish movement was not a Jewish movement to deceive Gentiles. The church, when it was born amongst Jews, and it went to Jews initially. And so the idea that the Jews wanted to deceive other Jews to send them to hell just doesn't match up with, and yes they did, thousands of Jews became Christians. Yes they did. Yes they did. They are recognized as going to the temple. They are recognized in
They
Jerusalem.
hate Jesus more than anybody else.
We're talking about in the first
They
century.
hate Jesus.
Okay, verify to me that there weren't Jewish Christians in the first century.
He was not a Jewish Christian. No.
Prove it.
Because
Prove it.
they rejected him.
Where's your proof?
They rejected him.
Where's your
You
proof?
said in your mouth, they rejected him.
No, I
They
said-
said this is not the real Messiah.
I said,
You said, repeat it.
I said some Jews rejected him.
Ah, no,
Does
some.
that mean all?
No, some. Before he said
He's desperate.
I'm not
He's desperate.
I'm
You
not
are desperate.
I'm not.
You are
I'm
desperate.
not. This is the true story.
You are desperate.
This is the true story.
Where's your evidence?
You cannot take it.
Where
you cannot
is your
accept it.
evidence?
You cannot accept this true story.
Where is your evidence?
The evidence is.
That's a claim. It's a conjecture.
If Jesus was a Messiah, if he was a real for the Jewish people, they will accept him.
No,
and that's it. The
that's a
story
claim.
finished.
Where's
The
your
story
evidence?
finished.
That's a claim. Where's your evidence?
Why they reject him?
Where's your evidence?
Why they reject him?
Where is
Why?
okay?
Why they
Right.
reject him?
So once again, we've got another Muslim. So that's three Muslims in a row that don't have an answer to my argument. None. So let's now go and debate this guy.
I gave you the answer.
Look,
You didn't get it.
Look, I just want to say, I appreciate the fact that me and you have had a nice conversation. I do. Genuinely, I appreciate it. I want to give you a gift. I want to give you a gift.
No.
I'd like to give you a gift.
No.
I want to give you a gift.
I don't want your gift.
There was a nice
No.
conversation. Let me give you a
I
gift.
don't want your gift.
It's only a little gift.
No.
It's only a little gift.
Never ever.
You will. It will not hurt you. No, I want to give you a gift.
Save him, save him. Look, did someone else died in
Yeah,
Jesus?
that's your argument.
Jesus.
So have a read, because have a read. It's a gift to you. Happy Easter. All right, fair enough. Okay, so let me debate this guy. I told you he would run. Did I not say he would run?
I see you on YouTube. Bro.
So-
Embarrassing person.
So,
You are embarrassing, man.
so let me
You get
discuss
violated
with you.
every time and you're still talking to me.
Okay, yes, I'd like to talk to you, because you interrupted my
Hold on.
conversation.
The main point of the matter is,
Yes.
you take a human perspective to God. You think God is beyond our understanding. You create the whole universe and beyond. Look at the way that you talk. Human son of God. What's wrong with you?